Hello Aries, this is for you to kick off the new year. I'm gonna have a read which I did in Hungarian. It's working pretty well, so I'm gonna adapt to my English, folks. This will be your what you need to leave in the past, what you need to focus on, and what you need to heal. So let's jump into it. And dude, guys, I mean, I know you're a fiery sign, but the energy I had when I was shuffling the cards was like so chaotic. And like, I know you're rather passionate and fierce and jumping into action, but maybe calm it just a wee bit down. Ooh, so what you need to leave in the past. Ooh la la, Aries, homies, what up though? What up dog? To quote Kevin. Fire sign intuitive. Hi, shout out, huge fan. So then, Aries. Shady, shady, shady. But also with the oracle cards, it's almost like sneaky cheating affairs, but at the workplace. Let me explain. We have the Three of Pentacles, collaboration, and mostly in a practical work environment, and the Seven of Swords. So there's shady business there in the first place. But then with the oracle cards, we have chemistry, attraction, spark, passion, and lusting, forbidden, non-committal, and sexual energy. This all together, basically 1 + 1 equals somebody was cheating with somebody else at the workplace, and it was shady and secret and behind the back of somebody else, and they thought they were getting away. And I get that the chemistry was there and it was appealing and sparkly and attractive and just like, you know, those butterflies, those fires. Completely understand. But you need to leave this behavior, this pattern, this one-off, whatever it was in the past, and focus on yourself. And if you are in a committed relationship, focus on that. Make amends, repair that stuff, and try to leave shady practices in the workplace in the past. It will never end up good. It might be good in the moment, but sooner or later shit will catch up with you and it's gonna be bad. What to focus on? Jesus Christ, my dude. You have a new, well, you're chasing a new love interest, a new little spark, a new potential. There's a new flirty communication going on with someone. If this is, so is this like a feel-good thing for you, or is this a serious potential commitment sort of relationship that you want to like work on this and build upon this? Because if this is only a repeat from the past, you are turning in circles like a hamster in a wheel, and it's not going to go anywhere nice and pleasant and stable and something where you can reap the fruits of your labor. This is literally gonna be a reap what you sow. Like, if you sow mistrust and shady practices at the workplace or in romance, you're gonna get cheated on, or you're gonna break some people's hearts, and it's come back at you because you're chasing false butterflies, illusory, momentarily instant gratification. And I know it feels good, but is it worth it? But you need to heal, and we're going back to the workplace with the Ace of Pentacles. What you need to heal is the way you have financial, monetary opportunities, work opportunities, but you are running away from them. And this is very interesting because here we have chasing. Focus on this thing in which you can invest emotional baggage, like a little bit of emotional weight or substance to grow. What could be beneficial and with a return on investment with this Ace of Pentacles, but you need to heal how you perceive or enact, or how you act in the work environment with the shady, very lusty, sexual, passionate, but nefarious and illegal way of handling situations. And you seem to be escaping this, so you need to heal the way you respond to work opportunities and avoid self-sabotage, because escaping, avoiding, blocking, pushing away is, in this context, basically self-sabotage. You are doing something that is basically harming your own self and your own potential, and you need to be aware of this, work on this, heal this, fix this, repair this, and move in the future with clarity, honesty, and equal give and take, and not so, and like halt down or stop, or do not invest, do not give attention to random little sparks of interest and lust that may seem appealing at the moment but are not beneficial on the long run. I hope this helps, and I will catch you in the next video. Ciao ciao! Hello my dear Tauruses, Happy New Year, hope you're doing well. This will be my new, I will try to do this weekly. What you need to leave in the past, what you need to focus on, and what you need to heal. So let's jump into it. Normally it's gonna be like a one tarot, one oracle, but if more than one pop out, I will take both. Interesting. So what you need to leave in the past is a small sacrifice that you made that might come back at you. There's a second chance, opportunity, and making amends. So what did you do in the past that could have led you to view a situation differently? That's one aspect. That also required a sacrifice from you, that put you in sort of a timeout, in not of a stalemate, but just like putting yourself in timeout to reflect on things, to see things from different angle, that was either a return or could lead the situation to a return. And whatever this situation was for you, it is now suggested that you leave this in the past, because either it has run its course or something better might come your way. And the way you will know what this thing is the first thing that pops to your mind. Is this a relationship, a job, a hobby, a project, whatever it is, the first thing that you think when I say something that you had to sacrifice, that you have given thought about, ample thought, like you really distance yourself from the situation and you literally stepped outside the box to see a different angle for the situation, and still didn't give the result of what you might have expected, or the return wasn't as glorious, whatever that is. You might want to leave that in the past and let it simmer. It might come back to you, or maybe it's time to leave it there, and you had already given second chances, opportunities, and you already tried to mend that thing, or just simply will not work out. So leave it, buy land, let it rot, just leave it in the past. What you need to focus on is creating and manifesting something new and beautiful, which you have your whole power, or rather you have the power in your hand. Potentially maybe because you had left this sacrifice in the past, you have now a new door opening for you. And this might be a little very spiritual for you, Tauruses. Let me explain. First, we have the magician, the creator, the manifester, the master manifester. But on top of that, we have past life, déjà vu, repeated pattern, karmic lessons, and confessions, unveiling, coming clean messages. These two at the bottom are especially religious, spiritual focused. The magician is halfway through the spiritual realm and the real realm, because he has all four elements at his disposal to make what he desires. So he takes desire and will, which are abstract concepts, and with the tools that he has, he makes that a real tangible 3D thing. So he's like really a bridge or vehicle between two realms. Past life and confessions is also abstract, in the sense that it's not something concrete as a cup or sword or wand or pentacle. And yet this is where the universe is asking you to shift your focus to make something that you really yearn for a concrete reality. You have the power to manifest this, to heal, to unveil things, to maybe avoid repeating patterns, because we had to let go of something to either sacrifice or see in a different light. And you need to learn, so you need to let this in the past, because you need to learn the lesson so you can better shift your consciousness and your willpower and your desires in the present, to avoid getting karmic baggage or chains, coming clean and moving forward to a cleaner, better, prosperous future. Now then, what you need to heal? Something with your happiness and your twin flame. So that is open to belief, if you believe in twin flames, but this is mirroring shared feelings and reflection. With the Ten of Cups, it's the jackpot of happiness. So someone in the past that you may have left in the past, or for whom you may have done a certain amount of sacrifices that didn't bring expected results, that might have hurt you, and ergo you needing a time out to reconsider what you have invested and done and given them. Maybe they didn't appreciate your sacrifices and everything, but what you need to heal is your own sense of self-worth and happiness. You are worthy of being happy and stable and thriving. If someone is mirroring you, or if you are mirroring them, and it's like a shared reflection, is the reflection positive or negative? Is it empowering you or destabilizing you? Because you are in this moment in a very powerful gate or momentum where you can make anything that you want happen. So choose wisely where you want to invest your energy and your power. And I hope this helps a little bit. Catch you soon, Taurus. Hello, Gemini. Yeah, Gemini. How you doing, guys? This is my new spread that I tried yesterday. It works super well for my Hungarian folks, so I'm gonna do the same for my English people. We're gonna have the first stack to the left, what you need to leave in the past, in the middle, what you need to focus on, and on the right, sorry, Like, you needed to heal, because predominantly the energy that I want to bring to the tarot community is self-empowerment, self-help, self-healing, and so that's what I do. So then what you need to leave in the past, and normally I'm gonna have like one card, but if two pop out, I'm gonna take both cards. In the past, you had a love connection, and it was a beautiful connection. It was mutual, and you were all for it. With the Knight of Cups, you did meaningful gestures towards this person, but at some point this became, I wouldn't say toxic per se, but someone was more dependent on the other than the other person. With the clinging card here, we have holding on, obsessing, and spying. So either this was you or them, but someone among you two was insecure and always needing constant validation and appraisal and approval, and this might have caused a weight on the other partner, which I presume might have led to difficult situation in the relationship. And since this is in the past for you, this is what you need to leave behind. My question here, and you will notice, are you ready to leave this behavioral pattern in the past? Or is this the whole person that needs to be left in the past? And I'm not saying that break up with anybody and whatever. If you can mend the situation and with therapy help, or just talking with your partner, fix things and be less clinging, less obsessing, especially spying. That is so cheap and immature, and showing them that you do not trust your partner, that you are weak and insecure. So you need to work on that, and working on that means leave it in the past, or your partner needs to address these issues, have an open heart-to-heart conversation, and leave this behavior in the past. I'm seeing you or your partner because we have the Two of Cups, which is usually very mutual, almost reflective energy. And since I don't want to point fingers at, I'm going to include the both of you in my language. So in context of this position being leave it in the past, and we're having these cards on the table, someone was doing all the work with the Knight of Cups, all the meaningful gestures, and someone was clinging, holding on, obsessing, and spying. If it's the same person, something needs to be addressed. If it's the whole relationship that turned sour, you need to fix it. If you want to mend this relationship and save it, you need to leave this behavioral pattern and oversharing, overgiving, and being the one who provides the most attention, time, and meaningful gestures, flowers, compliments, everything to the other person. If someone is doing like let's say 70 to 90% and the other one is doing the minimal, that's imbalance, that's no bueno. But especially the obsessing and spying, that's not good. Leave that in the past. What you need to focus on in the present, if I can flip these cards. Work. There are opportunities coming your way. Aces are always God-given opportunities, and this is a beautiful God-given financial opportunity for you that you can invest and grow and reap the fruits of your labor. But potentially because of this thing that you need to leave in the past, you feel withdrawn, single, lonely, and solitary, so you are not even seeing the possible potential good that is coming your way, and you might miss your shot with this. So I understand that this romantic connection is very crucially important for you, but if it's toxic or has underlying shady aspects and it's taking all your focus away from other things, you cannot live from fresh water and bread, even though the expression is so romantic, and you feel withdrawn and alone in this. It's not healthy. Your partner needs to be a partner is a partner because they support you, they understand you, they love you, they cheer you on, and if you have this new opportunity that you need to focus on, you should be able to have somebody cheering you on this new opportunity to make money and grow your stability, your revenue, and your financial health, or just comfort. What you need to heal is a sense of trusting that the universe has your back, and you can deep dive deep within yourself to find that inner child that is not afraid of trusting the path ahead. Maybe you have lost this sense of hope and vulnerability and trust because of past relationships, especially if they were very deep and meaningful and important ones, and how you were treated, which made you feel withdrawn and alone. But you need to heal that inner child wounding, go deep within yourself, meditate, and trust that whatever system of belief you have, things will work out just fine. You are never truly alone, and you need to step out of the darkness into the light. Interestingly enough, your reading starts with you turning your back to the light and then facing the light. You need to face the light again. You need to go deep within yourself and find that beautiful, hopeful, everything's fine, I'm gonna do this, I got this. You come from the light, you stepped into the darkness, and then you need to go back to the light. In one aspect, the darkness is good. In darkness, in the ground itself, where the roots are, it's dark. That's where gold is also found, which is a very beautiful example here with this Ace of Pentacles being with a little bit of green leaves and the gold, and in the dark ground, that's where minerals are found. So darkness is good to cultivate what you can harvest later and transform, but you need to trust that the light will shine on you again, and you need to face that light and not turn your back towards it. Hope this helps, and catch you soon. Hello Cancer, how you doing, my little crabs? This will be a weekly read for you guys, and it's gonna go as follows: what you need to live in the past, what you need to focus on, and what you need to heal. I really like this spread. It worked super fine for my Hungarian folks, so I'm gonna adapt to my English people. So let's dive into it. Oy vey, my homeboys, homegirls, my girlies, my boyos. Let me just put this straight. Okay. What you need to live in the past, in a sense of juggling something, and that whatever you were juggling really brought conflict and resistance. It's, I mean, can you get any straightforward than this? For conflict, we have clashing differences, incompatibility, resistance, secret admirer, suppressing, and timid. So with the Two of Pentacles, juggling two energies, and here clashing differences and incompatible, whatever you were juggling, and this is two opposing forces, because it was so conflictual and there was so much resistance, the advice cannot be any more straightforward than drop that ship and move on. You are only hurting yourself, and you are only isolating yourself, and you are only causing yourself not, well, harm, but depending on whatever you are juggling, you are causing yourself harm in the sense that because you are resisting of letting go of this, whatever thing that is causing conflict, that is not compatible with your essence, your goal, your what is aligned for you. The more you resist, the more you are fueling this conflictual fire, and the more you are wasting your energy. If you can look at the Two of Pentacles, he has 4 balls of 3 colors. If you can drop one, because he has 2 balls of the blue color, so if you can drop just one, you will already be a little lighter and still as fluid in your motion of impressing other people with your tricks. But you will only have to keep eye on 3 balls instead of 4. Furthermore, it will be clearer and easier because of the 3 different colors versus having to keep an eye on 2 balls of the same color. So you need to drop and leave behind something that was causing useless friction and resistance. With the card of resistance, it could have been or you could have secretly admired somebody, but you're suppressing those feelings. And because if this card pops out, it means that it was unrequited, and you need to face the fact that the clashing differences and the incompatibility between you and them was too strong, or a person or a hobby or a project or whatever, and that is causing you to uselessly invest energy into something that is not bringing or bearing fruits, or something that you can reap as satisfactory. So you need to leave this energy vampire situation, whatever it was, in the past. What you need to focus on, and this is interesting because I normally don't read reversals, but the card flipped that reverse, so I'm gonna reverse it like that. And this is a loss at a financial opportunity that was given to you, and because of this loss you are now stressed, and there's turbulence and tension and arguments. So especially because it's a financial thing, and I'm noticing here the little dollar symbol especially, and here we have Pentacles is financial resources and money and opportunity. You need to reverse this thing in the upright. Whatever is causing resistance and conflict and distress and disharmony and just this feeling of overpowering because it's too strong and too hard and you need to juggle it, leave this in the past. Focus on realigning this opportunity to make money come towards you, this opportunity to make money, so you can alleviate stress and get rid of this card. This is very important for you this week. What you need to heal is, I was speaking of emotional storms, and here we are, turmoil, support affected. Like, all of your oracle cards speak more or less of the same energy, or it's like cohesive energy swirling around, like the Two of Pentacles is swirling his balls. And I'm gonna flip this over to like remind you that you need to get rid of all this thing and focus on your financial situation at this moment, so you can reap something and have something to depend upon and have this reliability that you can depend upon eventually. And you need to heal the way you address or address and how you really accept and live and harness the consequences of your actions. The Seven of Pentacles is a bit of a timeout to see what has worked, what didn't work, what should be changed, tweaked, mended, so that the next opportunity will bring a not precisely exactly, but a 90% plus, 95, 98% close to how and what you want the most. But in order for this energy to be thriving, you need to get rid of all of this bottom, conflict, resistance, stress, emotional storm energy, so you can focus on reverting this pentacle upright, so you don't juggle and waste your energy into useless things, so you can better see what has happened so far and what you can change to make the next opportunity bring forth solid investment that you can reinvest and make even more and more and more, and or just have that baseline comfortable security that you can depend upon. Hope this was helpful, and I hope to catch you next week. Ciao ciao. Hello Leo, how ya doing? Buzz up top. Hi Anna Sophia, I think. Anyway, I love that girl. She's a star reader on YouTube. So anyway, Leo. I'm a Leo myself, so pause up top. This is gonna be a new weekly spread. What you need to live in the past, at the far left, what you need to focus on, and what you need to heal. Let's jump into it. Oh my Christmas, gosh, she's marinated. That's one of my expressions. Anyway, what you need to live in the past. And this will be bloody hard, I know. Heartbroken energy, heartbreak, deception, deceit. It's this absolute nightmarish anguish, pain that is, we all, especially we Leo, we feel pretty fucking deeply. So we might think that is insurmountable pain to go through and live in the past, but we are stronger. Our card, or some Jesus fucking Christ, our major arcana cards are the Strength and the Sun. We are capable. So for 2025 we are leaving the bullshit in the past, and this might be difficult because it's just hard, but trust your intuition. That's where I wanted to come at. Inside, you know the truth. Stick with that. Whatever may appear on the surface might not be the truth that you in your heart of hearts know, because we're also highly intuitive. We like, our bullshit detector is top notch. Ding ding ding. So we're gonna harness the power of our intuition and of inner knowing to say, yeah, I was wronged. Fuck him, fuck her, fuck all that shit. We are not going to bring or carry on heartbroken energy into 2025. Gonna leave that in the past where it belongs, in the shithole. What do we need to focus on? This is poetic. Foundation, establish family security is exactly the Ten of Pentacles. We need to focus, because I'm a Leo, but Leo, you need to focus on not stalling anymore. Make a clear-cut decision and focus on your foundations. Invest your energy into your family, into your happiness, into your legacy. Ten of Pentacles is concrete foundations you can depend upon and leave to future generations, or just a legacy if it's something more intangible, like your name or your actions, your memories, and all that non-tangible things, like your reputation, your name, your memories, how you treat people, all that good stuff. Make a clear-cut decision and stop stalling for time with the Two of Swords. You need to work on this foundation, established family security. Need I be any more clear? And leave this thing in the past. It didn't work, something else will. What you need to heal is moving into a Jesus Christ, my dude, my girl, my homie, my fellow Leos. I swear to fucking Christ, peace, balance, harmony, friendship is basically Six of Swords. And like, you don't see me shuffle on camera because I can shuffle for like ad eternum, a long time. But I do shuffle my tarot separately and my oracle separately. So you need to focus on moving into this calm, balanced, peaceful, serene place, emotion, physical space if you can, mental state, especially because your mental and your emotion determine how you perceive, how you react to things. I need to take a sip. And you need to progress from pardon, being heartbroken to healing and moving into the right direction to peaceful harmony, security, so you can work on your legacy, your foundation, your family, your abundance, your legacy, what feels good, what you can depend upon, and what feels safe. And this is quintessentially super fucking important. And I know that we are Leo, we feel deeply, we love deeply, and hurt and pain are super fucking stingy. Like you've been stabbed in the heart by a hot, like when you put a sword in the fire and it becomes like, you know, super heated and white. It's not just like a stab in the heart, it's a stab in the heart by a fire heated sword. I know that sort of pain, but we need to leave it in the past. It had run its course from that shit, and let's stop stalling for time, make a clear decision, and move into safety, security, peace, harmony, balance. All the while we are investing all those positive energies into family, legacy, security, foundations. And it's gonna be a beautiful thing. The same time, or in the same way, at some point the light shone directly on your pain. Now you can go towards that light, because that light is promising something positive and peaceful and serene. So focus on that. Catch you later, alligator. Hello Virgo, how you doing? So this will be your, I will try to make it weekly. What to leave in the past, what to focus on, and what to heal. And my dude, my girl, my Virgo, you have a shitload of stuff to heal and to address. I don't know what the cards are, I just shuffle, but like this section just popped out. And normally the aim for this spread was to have like one tarot card and one oracle card, but in your case, and normally I will allow 2 per each sort, but in your case today all of this mess popped out, so I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna take it. So let's jump into it. What you need to leave in the past is expectations, and confessions. Interesting. Let me just center all of this good stuff. Okay, so you invested into something. and you expected something to come back at you, but something potentially didn't come back at all the way you wanted in a timely manner. So any of this variation, because the universe is now asking you to drop this investment and focus your attention, your shift onto something else. With the Oracle card, we have confessions, unveiling, coming clean messages. So were you expecting a message, or coming clean, on unveiling, maybe secrets being unveiled, some seal being lifted, like Pandora's box lid being open and all the truth coming out and all that shit. If you were expecting messages, communication, confessions, and it's not coming, just drop it, forget it, move on, because you are only inflicting yourself pain and misery by carrying out this expectation, this hope, this awaiting. And maybe you have been super fucking patient to like, up to the point to like impress a monk or God or angels and whatever, but you are still waiting for this and it's not coming. So now it's time to just drop it and leave it in the past and move on to something more fulfilling, something that needs your attention, something that you need to focus on. Oh, did you see that segue? And you need to juggle family affairs. You're a busy family person. Fertility, parenthood, pregnancy, or if you're expecting, congratulations. I mean, there's nothing more beautiful than a new life into the world. I'm finding myself the adoptive mom of 2 dogs and now 2 puppies and a cat. So yeah. Anyway, you need to juggle. And since we have family, I presume work and family life balance, which might be tricky. Especially if you are a parent of a new child or a pregnant woman. Try to be very mindful, very demure, and very present for that person in your life. If you are the person who is currently pregnant and expecting, be mindful and be careful of where you put your energy and not to juggle too much, because we don't want risky business, risky pregnancies. We want safe, happy, wholesome, but especially safe and as much as it possibly can, comfortable pregnancy. So you will notice I'm not going to draw any other cards to clarify what you need to juggle. You know your life situation. I'm just relaying the message. Do not overdo yourself. That is super important. And now we're going to move into your heavy section, which is what you need to heal, because holy cracky hell. Okay, so is everything in? Oh, I can actually like relay them like this. We have enough space. Hello. Everything in sight. Peachy keen. You need to heal your happiness, but specifically your emotional happiness. What really jumps to me is how we have an either progression or decrease from the 10 of Cups to the Ace of Cups. You need to heal the way you appreciate, handle, manage, harvest, fulfill, pour into this beautiful 10 of Cups that is otherwise the jackpot of the happiness, which sort of comes back into family, Also, if you notice, the thing here is you need to heal the way you invest into happiness when an opportunity is granted to you with the Ace of Cups. Are you throwing it away, or are you nurturing it to the point where it can become this Ten of Cups? Are you foolish, or are you accepting this new possibility and just following the road wherever it may lead you? And if you feel that this is in regards to a past life, or like somebody you might have already known, are you repeating patterns, and have you learned your karmic lessons? Do you have boundaries, or do you need to have boundaries? Do you know how to say no? Do you know how to draw the line? How to tell somebody that enough is enough? Because if you are in the position of offering that first cup of happiness and love to somebody else, does it have like a worth and a weight, like WEIGHT, like the weight of this cup, physically, literally? It represents the weight of your implication and investment into the situation. Because if you offer an empty cup, but then there's no way of pouring it in to keep it full when somebody else is taking from it, or when the quantity inside decreases, or are you overpouring and people are taking too much from you and you need to draw the line and have boundaries? But also in context to the other cards, have you in the past offered something and it didn't come back? Or did you offer too little or too much? And how do you balance your emotions and your expectations? Are you being too dramatic with your boundaries, or are you allowing things to come at you and just nurture it? But you need to heal the way you harness, invest, or keep happiness around you. Is it caged or is it free? And remember that your actions have consequences. That is the whole karmic lesson here. You need to learn how to not have maybe too high expectations, or give this promise, this offer, but then not fulfill it. And so you are juggling actions, reactions, consequences, expectations. And I'm gonna leave it at that, and I hope to see you in my next video. Ciao ciao Virgo, hope you have a nice one. Hello Libra, hiya balancing. How you doing, Libra? This will be your weekly read, what to live in the past, what to focus on, and what to heal. So let's jump into it. And this is funny because I just did Virgo, because I'm doing the signs as per their official list-ish. Virgo had the same Three of Wands in the same position, aka living in the past. But Virgo had like another clarifying oracle cards. So in your case, what you need to leave in the past is, so you are expecting things, but this waiting, or this patience, or this expecting return on investment, it's almost like a form of coping mechanism for you. You invest into things and you wait a return on them, but the whole waiting process is like escapism for you. Or maybe you know in your heart of hearts that it will not come to be, but you are still holding on to this sense of waiting as a sense of hoping for the better, and it's escapism. It's like you are avoiding facing the facts that maybe it will not come back. And at the same time, are you doing things to block and push away this energy to come back at you? So you are perpetually in this stalemate of waiting for something, but your actions or your energy is pushing them away, so you are perpetually stuck at the dock waiting for things to come back, but you're not really wanting for that thing to happen, if that makes sense. And you need to leave this whole pattern or behavior in the past because it's not serving you. If you have invested into something or done concrete actions, thrown out energies and wishing and hopes and everything, you need to allow whatever result based on your karma and your behavior and your attitude and everything to come back at you in their own core nature. And yeah, basically nature. Like, you cannot do something and expect a return that is not a direct reflection of how that energy was sent out, if you get what I mean. And you need to stop using escapism as a way or as a coping mechanism for being perpetually stuck in this waiting and expectative energy. You cannot always be at the docks waiting for your boats to come in and never do anything else. So you need to leave this almost stalemate-like energy in the past and stop using it as an escape mechanism. What you need to focus on. Oh, interesting. Holy balls. Libra, what happened? So you need to focus on maybe, okay, so do you need to retreat, or do you need to get out of your retreat and express your emotions? The Hermit goes into isolation to reflect and find answers, but he ends up coming out of that solo journey when he finds the answer so he can help others. And with the Queen of Cups, this is a very loving, nurturing energy. But okay, so with the Oracle card, what I feel is you feel like you need to go retreat and heal emotional wounds because you have been shattered, heartbroken, and destroyed. So you feel like by isolating yourself, you are replenishing your own cup of love and you are healing yourself. But then I'm gonna go back to this. You are going hermit mode, isolating yourself, retreating to heal, but do you expect a different outcome by doing this always and always and on repeat? It's like that thing, are you expecting different results by doing the same thing? Maybe you need to tackle this healing process in a different way, or tweak a little something somewhere so that when you do go isolate yourself to seek guidance and healing and all this thing that goes deep within yourself to replenish your cup and heal, and especially hear your emotions, you need to tweak something so that you are no longer using this as an escapist route, and maybe clear out avoidance and blocking mechanism. Because maybe you are going into this retreat, but you stop at a certain point. So it's not a full recovery and you rinse and repeat and you expect something different, but it's not coming because you are stopping at the key moment in the process of, and you need to shift your focus on at what point do you stop and block yourself from going too deep to address wounds and hurt, so you can truly heal this beautiful emotional aspect, so you can give to others but especially give to yourself. You know, it's like that in the airplane you have that little safety guide. Put on the mask first on yourself before you help others, because if you are incapacitated you cannot help others. So you need to focus on yourself first and find what is blocking, that it's not allowing you to fully heal, or find that vulnerable spot that you need to address to heal in order to move on. And what you need to heal is a shocking, and it's interesting, this elusive energy, it's almost mirroring back this escaping energy. So what you need to heal is how you address or accept shocking upheavals and unpredictable events in your life. The Empress and the Queen of Cups are similar energy, and they are the quintessential feminine beauty and nurturing aspects, although the Empress is all for queens, but she's really the mother archetype, but she's also really, she has wealth. She knows how to manage her wealth. But what you need to heal is this whole mother archetype within yourself, but also your abundance, and how things may come clashing and destroying themselves. Something in your life is elusive, dishonest, or deceptive, or there's trickery, and this could be your own personal behaviors that end up bringing the tower, the destruction of things built on false foundations, on dishonest, deceptive, tricky foundations. And so the Empress is losing her status because it was false all along. And you need to heal the foundations themselves of your Empress status, your motherhood status. This could be a mother wounding, if you have a bad relationship with your mother, or you yourself, if you are one. Did you get pregnant to keep someone stuck to you? I mean, I'm not judging, I'm just like, this is what the cards are mean. But there is something about your abundance or your power that is dishonest, deceptive, and trickery, and you're eluding confronting that aspect. Are your lies catching up on you and leaves you broke and shattered, or are you the one causing all these negative emotions and they're reflected back at you with things coming crashing down? And so you need to go deep within to heal emotions and address things to make them balanced again. But the thing is, if you are always elusive and dishonest, and you are building upon false foundations, what you're expecting returns, and then you are sort of also blocking at some point, because you know that what will come back at you will lead you to a broken heart, or shattered or destroyed. It's a bit messy and complicated, to be honest. So you need to come clean and focus on this healing before you can build again something more trustworthy and stable and solid, because you do have that power. You just need to leave what is not working in the past and be more, or address situations head on in the future. Hope this helps, and I'm sorry this was a longer than it usually goes, but I had a lot of insight from these cards. Hello Scorpio, how you doing? This will be your weekly energy check-in, but mostly what you need to leave in the past, what you need to focus on, and what you need to heal. Normally it's a one-on-one, one tarot, one oracle, but if more cards pop out, like in your case here, I will allow up to 3 cards, and because those energies are really prominent, and we're gonna work with that. So, what you need to leave in the past. Okay, nice and insight. So, with this combination, I would say something in your, well, especially repeating patterns. What in your family lineage is a repeating pattern that you need to learn from, so you can leave it in the past and heal from it and move forward in your own family, your own legacy, without carrying these karmic baggages, luggages, weight into the new legacy that you yourself are building. If there is a set of patterns that you are aware of in your family, your ancestry, that is either toxic or scamish or one or the other negative in an aspect that is overwhelming and overbearing, you are advised to leave that in the past. Alternatively, although I'm not fond of this, because it's a 10 of Pentacles and a past life, it's almost like leave your whole family in the past, your whole thing, to build anew. But that is, I would say, only if you come from a very toxic family situation. If you have a good relationship with your family members, please discard that advice. I'm only here reading cards and thinking of your best comfort and safety first and foremost. But if you are in a toxic family situationship, if you can, please move away. If you are in a good family legacy situationship, analyze what is toxic or burdensome or negative that is a heavy weight on your family, on your legacy, on yourself, on your siblings, on your family, your home. So focus on that aspect, or those aspects which are negative, that you can leave in the past, so that you can build new, prosperous, dependable, and healthy legacy and family. We don't want repeated pattern and karmic baggage to carry over and over and over each new generation, because you are not learning and it's only slowing you down, your progress down, your healing, your everything down. So take that as you will. I'm sorry. What you need to focus on, moving into calm, soothing, peaceful, harmonious, safe, keyword safe, waters. Possibilities, divine masculine and trapped. So do you feel, I'm gonna toss this just a moment. Do you feel trapped within your family situation? And if you yourself are a free-spirited adventurous, but you're feeling stuck and tied down and captive and trapped because of your potential this is pretty specific for some people, divine masculine, your husband or your significant other, or somebody that is very, well, I would say especially in the family situation, that could be like a parent or a grandparent of the masculine sort, or yeah, definitely that is keeping you trapped and hopeless. You need to move away from that, find a way to move into safety where you can respect your own independence and be open for possibilities. What you need to heal, and here we have the other. Everything, okay, no, I'm gonna move this just a little bit because I want all my cards inside and nicely visible for you. And here we have one oracle cards, longing, which is interesting how previously we had one tarot for 3 oracle and now it's the other way around. What you need to heal is this sense of dissatisfaction. You are longing, craving, aching, wanting something, but at the same time maybe you are focusing too much on what you do not have, or the previously unsatisfactory things that were given to you. And if I go back to this whole mess here, is there a family oriented situation which you feel is keeping you trapped and deprived of possibilities and adventures and risk and you exploring your better self, and so you wish to go away from that and find solace and peace and safety, but at the moment you are trapped in this dissatisfied energy and you want to like express your emotions and be master of your emotions, but you might feel trapped a little bit, unable to express the full something with X, but I'm not finding the word, your full potential. And also you need to heal the way you look at the repercussions and the outcomes of the way you handled past situations, so that you can be more in harmony and in tune with your emotions and step out of this dissatisfaction, boredom sort of energy. Because so this is basically the same. He was offered a couple of cups, but he's still longing, craving, aching and wanting something more solid, more stable, more substantial, more enriching, more satisfying, more a little upper echelon, a little more cream of the crop with the King of Cups. You need to heal this core aspect of you, of paying attention what you have done in the past, what the results of those actions came out to be as, so you can tweak something to make the results more in tune with what you had wanted or expected, or more satisfying when they reach your lap. But at the moment focus on living past patterns and things that no longer serve you in the past. Move into a peaceful, harmonious, safe space so you can focus on healing and paying attention on how past actions, karmic or yours, or patterns are serving you or hindering you. Hope this helps and hope to see you in a future video. Ciao, ciao! Hello Sag, this will be your weekly energy check-in, what you need to leave in the past, what you need to focus on, and what you need to heal. And Sag, thank you for being one of the rare signs that came out super straightforward, clear, 1 in 1 and not 3, 1, 4 like some of the previous signs had like a lot of issues to address. So thank you for being nice and easy on me. What you need to leave in the past, and I'm having low batteries, so give me a tiny little second, Saggy. So then, Sag, as I was saying, what you need to leave in the past. Oh, interesting. Right off the bat, I would say, like, did you have a fling with someone younger, immature? Someone who compared to you was at a student level, because you need to leave that in the past and focus on, as the card says, your primary or your main significant other. Another way I can flip this is small communication, maybe towards other people, because pages are either students or small communications. This could have been a small offer too, like a small business opportunity, something of small value that in hindsight not a huge deal, and you really need to focus on someone more important. Although this person might have been important in your life, she or he or they or whatever now belongs to the past, and you need to leave this where it belongs. What you need to focus on is happiness and clarity and just all the good things, but at the same time bring said clarity to your life. Drop the mask, drop the bluff, drop the pretending, the exaggeration. If you are exaggerating stuff to make them appear better than what they are, eventually, sooner or later, the light will be shown on that, and your reputation might be at stake, so drop that stuff now while you can. If you are diminishing the worth and value of happiness and clarity, I can get so that you avoid people getting too jealous. But with the Oracle card, it's definitely more like you are exaggerating things, and that's not gonna serve you. The Sun card is already the most happy, fulfilling success of the whole tarot, so you don't need to add on more to that to bring the worth and the value to a substantial weight in the minds and understanding of other people around you. What you need to heal, and this is interesting, you tend to withdraw and not express yourself as you may have wished to or would like to. There's like a sense of maybe too high of boundaries around you. You're afraid of oversharing, so you don't share at all, or the bare minimum at that. You have all that energy around you, but you're keeping it super close to your chest and not letting more than the bare minimum out. That makes you be seen as withdrawn and lonely and solitary and just closed onto yourself. Maybe a little greedy at some point by some people, because you are just not allowing anything to slip through the cracks or be out and be shared, which is like the people might say you're greedy, but in the sense that you have that pool, that wealth of emotion and knowledge and whatever, but you or time or energy. It's not money, although it is a pentacle. It can be like the primary focus, but it can be just your time, your energy, what has meaning and worth and value to you and the person with whom you are interacting. And you need to heal this aspect of how much you give of yourself to others, depending on their ranking in your life. I'm going back to this Page of Pentacles. If it's like a student or a younger person or someone immature, of course you want to hold on and not give a crown to a child. That's completely understandable, but by holding on too fiercely to your things, you make yourself appear cold and withdrawn and just excessively greedy and cold, like you're not absolutely not interested in letting that beautiful sun that you have the potential of sharing with others. I hope this helps in some capacity, and I will see you in the next video. Ciao, ciao, Sag! Hello, Capricorn. This will be your weekly energy check-in. I'm doing what you need to leave in the past, what you need to focus on, and what you need to heal. So then let's jump into it. Oh, are you chasing excitement and surprises and unstable foundations and shaky grounds and things built on maybe false promises, false concepts? It's exciting, but it's also toxic, and it's not meant to last. So whatever this pattern of behavior is for you, Capricorn, you need to leave this in the past. Maybe it's exciting to be like a thrill seeker, a thrill hunter. I'm thinking, cryptocurrency stuff or stock market or things that are more volatile and unpredictable. But this is not bringing you comfort and assurance and security, so you need to leave this aspect in the past. If it's about relationships, it's basically a pump and dump sort of thing, like you hit him, you quit him. If it's just whatever this is in your life, relationship, work, or patterns of behavior, it has this sense of unpredictability because it's built on shaky foundations, on weak foundations, on false foundations. And you need to leave this in the past. So I understand it could be thrilling, the chase is thrilling, it's exciting, but it's bringing you nothing of substance. What you need to focus on, it's a timeout and a rest, and escaping from whatever this past thing that is traumatic. And like, I know I get that surprise can be like exciting and novel and just like it feels good, but depending on the level of the surprise that is upheaval is bringing to you, it can bring to mental exhaustion, which is now telling you, I need a fucking nap, my dude, my girl, whatever you identify as. And you need to pull back, take a step back, analyze what you're doing, and just rest and recuperate, and allow your conscious and your subconscious mind to come to realization, to see things from a different perspective, to make a small sacrifice of not indulging into whatever these false, weak foundations are upon which you build things, to leave that in the past and focus on how you can diversify and bring more stability into your life. And also reflect on what you are escaping from, or why you are escaping from things. What are you avoiding? What are you blocking? What are you pushing away, and why? Is this a coping mechanism, or is this avoiding trauma, and why? Ask yourself, are you, when you're sleeping, when you're napping, are you gently escaping things that feel like a rumble, or are you avoiding confrontation because you know that it will cause a rumble and fall down and cause havoc and upheaval and disruption and just chaos, and in a very shocking, painful way? What you need to heal is your own intuition, and work on it in the sense that allowing yourself to tune in with yourself, with your consciousness, and analyze the cause and effect of your choices, of your actions. Are you avoiding and blocking things because the consequences and cause and effect is too detrimental or painful? Because if you're chasing something that is constantly being destroyed and falling apart, why? What is this repeated pattern that you keep dwelling in? Ask your subconscious and yourself, while you are in this timeout zone and period, when you're resting, ask yourself, why am I choosing these things which hurt me, which end in chaos and disruptive destruction, and how can I work on something to make it more stable, profitable, that can help me attune my intuition, my knowledge, my inner knowledge, so that I can bring in stability and master my craft and my decision-making abilities to build something stable, reliable, that I don't need to escape. Yes, I understand the thrill of the hunt and the chasing, but it's toxic pursuit, and I want something more in between chasing and escaping, which are, if you think about it, very opposing energies. You want that sweet spot in between, which is more just like enjoying the ride and neither chasing and losing your energy into vain pursuits, nor escaping the consequences of your actions. So I hope this was helpful in any capacity, and I will see you next week in your future energy check-in, Capricorn. Thank you for allowing me to read for you, and I hope this had shed some light onto your current situation. Peace out. Hello, Aquarius, Aquarius. Isn't it like a pop song that goes like this, or is it just me? Anyway, hello Aquarius. This is your energy check-in. This will be like a weekly thing. We're gonna look into what do you need to live in the past, what you need to focus on, and what you need to heal. So you are expecting a higher level of commitment or traditions or something, you're waiting something from your community, and because this is in the past, I guess it didn't go through the way you hoped for or expected or awaited, and this caused your pride to be potentially wounded and in emotional shitstorm or just storm, turmoil, unstable, affected on your pride, your arrogance, your ego, your stubbornness could have contributed to this whole mess that we are diving into. So let me explain. The Three of Wands, we see this young woman on the docks in the port waiting for a ship. The story is she has invested in whatever, she has sent her ships out, and now she's waiting their return with silk and coffee and saffron and exotic spice and herbs or materials. It's a waiting card, but a waiting attached to expected return on investment. It's also a card of patience, but in the sense that work has already been done, a decision has been made, and we are expecting and waiting the return of something that we have done in the past. With the Hierophant, it's in relation to either spirituality, your community, or a higher level of commitment. This is the done and tested and trialed and proved method, the things our ancestors have, after trial and error and fail and success, seen what works, what didn't work, and build foundations upon these. But your oracle cards highlight emotional storm and pride. So were you too prideful? Were you too certain that something would come out in a certain way, and because they didn't, there was an emotional storm? And so whatever this is in your life, you need to leave this in the past and now focus on what is important in the present moment, which is celebration and clarity. So you are praised, and actually let me shove this just a little over so I get a nice view. Good. So you are praised, you are recognized, you are celebrated, you are the hero coming in with the laurels, with the victory, the good news. It's amazing, everything's super clear. Whereas in the past something perhaps was not as clear as you would have liked it to be. Now it is. There's honesty, there's intention, there's clarity, and there's truth to whatever is happening in your current energy. But also notice how these two figures here, they are facing the light in a sense of seeking that clarity and that light and that truth, whereas here in the present the light is behind you, shining on you. You have been acknowledged, you are receiving, you are celebrated. Whatever that source of light and clarity that you sought in the past that didn't work, that you need to abandon, whatever that thing was, another light is now shining on you and completely acknowledging you, celebrating you, and just this is the truth. Focus on this, harvest this, nurture this, invest in this. because this is working. You are not chasing it, it has recognized you. And that is something beautiful that you need to bask in, appreciate, and work on to fructify. What you need to heal. Oh, interesting. There is longing. Okay, so it's interesting because we are going from a Knight to a Page, so there's a regression. There is a sense of going back to perhaps a childlike state from an action-driven communication, thinking skills to learning something new, to being vulnerable again, to drop all that baggage and take up something in a different light. And again here, the light is behind them, continuation of the middle present energy versus you facing the light in the past, but whatever that was, that didn't work. So now that thing is behind you and you're going in a new direction, and you might feel like you're a bit in the dark because the light is behind you, but you are in fact allowing this darkness to shape you and help you grow something new. Like as I was saying in one of the previous signs, because in this deck the Ace of Pentacles is a gold coin in darkness with a bit of leaf in the corner of the card, and what grows in the dark soil is the future potential, the seed, the potentiality of vegetables and fruits and trees, but also minerals, gold, and things are buried deep within the darkest part of the ground. So darkness is required for growth, and here you are healing a potentially reckless jumping into action and speaking without thinking. You are regressing from that into learning perhaps how to better communicate things, and this is fueled by the sense of longing, craving, achieving. So maybe the way you are expressing yourself up until now is not working, so you are trying to mend that and heal it, and it will take time. There will be delays, but you are learning on how to tweak that to be more efficient in the future, which is a beautiful thing. So you need to heal your thinking and communicative skills to be less jumpy, reckless, and uncaring, and speaking for the sake of speaking, even if you are not sure of your facts and the validity of the knowledge or your opinion or whatever. You're taking a step back to go back to the proverbial school bench, to take it slow, to learn something new, to be a bit more careful in what you're saying and how you express yourself. And yes, it could be like a slow and delayed, because you want to make sure that the next acquired thing has more substance, it's more substantial, more grounded in facts and not just opinions or bullshittery. And so there's this sense of longing and craving and aching and wanting to go back to the middle tier Knight, or sort of more advanced level that is the Knight. But you also understand that you need to revert to the student step to acquire knowledge, to be able to then be the Knight and impose and excel and use those attributes that you have learned as a child, or as a relearning as a child. So you need to heal this whole process of regressing from one stage to another to better perfect something, and it's beautiful that you are longing and craving this. It should motivate you to invest into a more calmer, paced, patient process. It can be arduous and long, and you may feel like you are taking one step forward, two steps back, and that's where the longing comes, because you have known this stage of being a knight and being ruthless and reckless and jumping into action and fast-paced and bam, bam, bam. You will get back there. You just need to tweak something, learn, acquire new data, new information, new skill set to be a more efficient in how you deliver and what you deliver. So this is a beautiful reading, and I'm sorry it went longer than expected. Usually I try to have this 8 minute ish, but I hope this helps you, and I hope to see you next week. Ciao, ciao. Hello, Pisces. Pisces. This will be your weekly energy check-in. What to leave in the past, what to focus on, and what to heal. Interesting. Are you okay? So if you're withdrawn from your community or a higher level commitment, time to get back out there, mingle if you feel so inclined to, or you have a set of beliefs which are not to your advantage, not satisfying you, not working for you, because you feel single, solitary, and alone, even though the primary card, the Hierophant, is both spirituality, a system of beliefs, community, and contracts, high level of commitment. But so it's like you are in a crowd, and it's a serious and meaningful crowd or society or group or whatever, but you feel on your own, withdrawn. So if you are in this group commitment or whatever, just for the sake of whatever, drop it and find a crowd that is more fulfilling, because this is not working for you. Both of these cards, it's interesting, the person is looking at the light. The question is, do you want a wider horizon or a more restricted arena of light? And actually, let me see if I can get, because just the Hierophant is, let me get something for Pisces. What do I need to live in the past? Did I saw one of my cards flip? No? Okay. Oh, interesting. So, I'm gonna put these. Do we have everything we don't? And that's too much. I'm sorry, the light is like this. Ah, gotcha. So, Pisces, we will move this back when we'll get to it. What you need to leave in the past is using your mental acumen that could have been shady in the past to wrap up a situation. My question here is, since we have the Hierophant and the King of Swords, are you the leader of a community that is perhaps doing shady business with the Five of Swords, and are you the vanquisher or the vanquished? And you need to put a stop to that, to wrap up this chapter, leave this community if you feel cheated, if you feel stolen, if you feel sabotaged, or are you the one self-sabotaging? Are you winning or are you losing? And this is a bit of an unfair battle too with the Five of Swords. Someone is not playing fair in this. And is this you, or is this the community in which you are finding yourself, in which you are finding yourself alone and withdrawn and contemplating things? Because whatever this higher commitment thing is, it's no longer serving you, and more than that, you feel cheated out of something. So you definitely need to wrap this chapter up and leave it in the past. You do have the mental fortitude, the acumen, the critical thinking, strategizing skills to get out of this, whatever this is. And if this is like a sect or a cult or something that lured you in with false promises, it's definitely time to switch that up on them and just leave for your own sake. This could be a group of friends, professional setting, higher level commitment, but something here is fishy, dodgy, and you need to get out and put this thing in the past behind you. Now then, what you need to focus on, and hopefully it's a bit more clear, rest. But this is interesting because we have rest and clinging. So is someone from your past energy holding on to you and being an energy vampire and obsessing and spying and clinging, or are you the one being obsessive and spying and holding and clinging onto someone from your past that you should leave in the past and wrap that chapter up, because it's not doing anything good to your mental health or your physical health, and you need to just rest, recuperate, and ponder things through. Especially if I combine the Four of Swords and the King of Swords, it's like take a step back, take a time out, take a nap, and plot and scheme and do whatever your mind does to find appropriate solution to get your way out of this treacherous, betraying, false, cheating playground or battleground Five of Swords situation that is technically very meaningful in your life because of your font, but which you need to live in the past and wrap that chapter up with the World card. And then just rest. Like take as much time as you can and just allow your mind, your body to heal from this past situation or this past person. And maybe holding on and clinging on served you in the past, but you need to change the focus on what you are clinging on to, holding on, obsessing, or spying, and it needs to be beneficial to you and allow you to rest and not feel defeated and having to scheme in order to stay at the top as it was in the past. What you need to heal: broken heart and stress. Is it in frame? So someone was elusive, dishonest, deceptive, trickery, and that caused you in absolute heart-wrenching heartbreak, and you are now finding yourself in this self-imposed imprisonment and stress and worry and anxiety and unease because of this. And you need to heal this whole situation to get back, to reset, literally like push the reset button or the restart on a computer or on a phone to start anew. And now that we have a full scope of the situation, what has happened in your past that caused such a tremendous amount of pain that you still feel trapped by it and alone? And do you feel that, so this elusive card, do you feel you need to be elusive, dishonest, deceptive and use tricks to maybe just make it through the day, or was this used against you? The King of Swords can be a very cunning person, and even if reversed, he can be deceptive and dishonest and use tricks to gain advantage and play completely unfairly on the battleground with the Five of Swords to gain momentum and win at all cost. Depending on who this energy is, it left you with a seriously broken heart that you need to now take time out to heal and step out of this super stressful energy with the Eight of Swords. So, my dear Pisces, I hope this helped in some capacity, and I hope you a lot of healing and a lot of peace. We'll catch you next week with an energy update. Ciao, ciao.